Hello and welcome to the next turn of this YouTuber's Multiplayer Dominions 4 series. And here we are playing as Ohm, and as always, if you are watching other people's playlists, please don't let me know any spoilers about their goings on, because it's a secret playthrough and it wouldn't be a very fun game if we knew what each other were doing. Okay, so this is the next turn. Yeah, there was another battle in Ohm. This one wasn't exactly a surprise. I was quite pleased to actually see that this battle was happening, but then I saw what was here and I got pretty concerned. There are many more blank centaurs than I expect. Urist McHorny moved in to attack my Ohm from the northeast province, brought in some reinforcements. It's mostly the black centaurs that are the issue, and they've got this regeneration and death weapons, and it's these guys are just all kind of bad. But I have a solid stack of pioneers and I trust them and I like them and they do well. The militia do not do well. And I've got some earth melts which are working, but what happened here, this is really quite tragic. I really need these pioneers to attack these centaurs, and they say they're going after this trash, which is not good. And then yeah, Earthmeld misses. And they've got Undyne, and I noticed before that the Centaurs can actually go to negative health, and that's because they've got the Undyne trait. So there's some level of negative health that they can go to without dying. But yeah, and that's because of their Divine Bless, which really caught me as a bit of a surprise. And there's a number of rules as to if they hit negative hit points during the battle, what happens to them after the battle, and how negative they can get. They've also got Berserker Rage, which is actually a really neat synergy, because you get Berserker Rage if you take damage, right? But if you can regenerate the damage, then you've got Berserker Rage and you potentially have a lot of hit points that you wanted or needed. There they go. Keep regenerating. These guys are not good. At least a lot of stuffs are being killed. It's more mercy. I'm just checking the health because I found a few which really went quite negative. See, they did a lot of damage here, but it's just not enough. That's 16 health, and even the afflictions don't carry through. This one's on 0 hit points, so, you know, it's not enough. Yeah, here he's on -8, so it's just not enough damage. It's almost like you just can't do enough damage to win. It's really quite frustrating. And then they just regenerate again, and at this point I think the pioneers just can't handle it anymore. They're mostly all dead now. At least, to be honest, the morale really stuck around. They really lasted till the end. There's only a handful of them left before they decide to rout. So, okay, there is no way to describe this other than a complete and utter unmitigated disaster. I lost a huge force of my pioneers. I thought I was starting to wrap up Asphodel. They came back with a big military force, and this is just bad, okay? There's no other way of saying this. A bit about how this turn worked. I was actually away on the weekend, so I actually really did this turn and submitted it. So now I'm trying to recreate this turn while casting, so hopefully I don't miss any of the details. This is a right from man. Hear ye, good peoples of the realm. In recent days, hawkers and peddlers have been trying to sell various appendages and accoutrements that they claim comes from an Etten recently killed. He's of course referring to Bob and Tom that I killed. The scribes remind the general populace that Ettins and like do not exist, and any hawker in the Grail Castle saying this nonsense will be expelled from the castle and all their wares confiscated by order of Father Martin, scribe of the Grail. Greetings, good friend and ally. It is with great joy we hear of your recent victories, but beware, you say you know not the location of Eremore. They are by short distance to your southeast. By our calculations, we assume in 12 or 20. They are close to you, and that's the Grail. I found the Magicite, so that's good. Unexpected event, Fire Gems +3, which isn't all that useful. And worldwide unrest increased. Well, unrest? That's unrest. That probably from the Throne of War. Spreads Dominion. I'm not sure what that's from, but that's particularly nasty or bad for me because I have Turmoil, which does bad things to my unrest. Okay, so I've got armies here, and I've actually got some armies in here, and basically I'm just gonna go all in and try and attack and try and relieve my capital. There's really nothing else for it at this point. I can't keep carrying on with a capital that's under siege. It just doesn't work. I can't buy resources. I can't get resources. It's just all bad. Types of bad. So what I'm going to do here is, I notice he's really relying on his centaurs, and he's got some chaff as well. So what I'm going to do is, for the units that I can, I'm going to send them on hold and attack closest enemy, so they'll hold 2 turns before advancing. I'm going to put the undisciplined units behind those, so they will hopefully be blocked. Fortunately, I've got some commanders here. I'm going to try and do the same thing. And set him back there, hold one turn, just to be on the same amount of hold. You can only give your actual units to hold 2 turns. They're behind, and I'm actually going to go with Earth Might 2, and that's just going to give all my soldiers nearby a slight strength buff, which will allow them to do more damage in battle. So that's control 1, and now each other unit will get those same battle orders. And to send them to attack, it's I have to go spacebar and break siege. And then this army is going to go in there as well. And my prop here is actually getting quite strong. He's on 54 hit points, right? 54 hit points. So, and you have more in the capital province because there's slightly stronger Dominion there. And he's got good protection, and everything else is pretty good. So he's got good strength. He's got those boots. So nothing too shabby about him. I didn't really ever consider using him in a combat role, but I can probably, put him amongst the main forces that I have. So for Balmoose, I'm going to slightly change things. Tools of Fate is fine. Then I'm going to go with Barkskin, I think is the one I want. And these are just survivable spells. And then I think some flying shards will be fine. There we go. And then hold and attack closest enemy. And you can also hold, and then put in cast spells of smite. And then, No, I don't want him on hold. I want to cast spells with him. Because he can do... I don't quite know exactly who can get a Divine Blessing. No, he can, but don't know who much else can, but might as well throw it down. Oh yeah, the priests do, but my Blessing isn't particularly good anyways, but he's basically going to stand still anyway, so he might as well cast something useful. And they're going to go in there as well. I don't have much gold. I'm just going to not worry about spending it. And I'm basically going to hope that the next turn goes okay. Wish me luck. Okay, goodbye.